I went from making $200,000 a year to nothing, that's where I'm at. I mean, so I've lived both sides, Originally, I'm from Chicago. When I moved here, it was just myself, and back then, I called him my firstborn, but I had a German Shepherd pup because I didn't know anybody or anything out here. So I was like, we're gonna wing it.
How long you been out here?
2000, March of 11. So what, 10, 11 years, whatever it's been now.
What brought you out here?
A lot of things, of course, the weather, like everybody else. And then the cost of living back then. That's not so much the case now, but it was.
It was cheap, wasn't it, man?
Oh, it still is cheaper compared to Chicago,
Mm-hmm.
But it's not as much as cheap.
Did you have family out here?
No, I have no, but for family, to be honest, I don't really have none. Both my parents have passed.
Sorry to hear
they've
that,
been
man.
passed.
How long?
My father, we're going probably 15, 16 years. He died a month short of being 54. And then my mother died actually right when this kind of COVID stuff, craziness started, 2020.
Did you lose her to COVID?
No, she didn't die of that, and it was kind of crappier because, I mean, it's already crappy. I'm the oldest of 4 kids, but death is not a nice thing anyhow, but, with the COVID stuff and going on and the restrictions, I couldn't even visit her or do nothing. I mean, I brought her in, I drove her on a Sunday, and the only reason they let me stay for a little is because she couldn't do nothing herself, so I wrote and everything. But after that, they gave me the boot, and that's last I seen of her, until I got the call at whatever time that morning that she passed. And then, that was the worst, because when I went there to take care of it, of course, of all times, I went back in, it was like January, I think that was, and I don't even have winter clothes no more. So going back to Chicago, got back out here, so this, took care of that business. I got here, I'm like, I'm out of there. And no sooner did I pretty much get back here, I got a piece of paper in the mail and saying, it was from CPS, and it said something about in regards to as you're aware, your daughter. And I'm like, my daughter? And I thought it was one of my buddies playing a joke on me back in Chicago. So I called this number on it, and I call it fun. It was no fun, but that's where the fun began, to say the least, though. Turns out that I do have a daughter.
How old is your daughter?
She just turned 6, October 29th.
When was this that you got the news that you had a daughter?
She was about 3.5, so yeah, right about the same time my mother, so give or take about 3 years now. Because no sooner did my mother pass, I got that letter, and that's where that started. Went through the whole court thing there, and I tell you what, being a man especially, they were beating me up like I did something wrong, and I thought I was doing the right thing.
But you never even knew you had a daughter.
I had no clue.
Yeah.
I went from being the single guy, doing the single life, and what a change, But it's been great. It's just it's challenging because again, I have no family and no support system, nobody I can run to.
What was up with her mother? What was her thing? Do you remember her mom?
Yeah.
Really?
She was diagnosed with it too. She was truly crazy, bipolar, and schizophrenia, something else. But the day I was gonna get full custody regardless. I seen it on the news because I turned the TV on, I was getting ready and so on for work. That day I seen something about an accident, but they didn't say no names. I just kept going. And I get to work, and sure enough, I got a call. It was her. She was hit and killed.
She was what?
Hit and killed. Her mother, my daughter's mother.
Damn, your baby mom.
Yep.
She died.
Yeah, she's dead. February 19th, 2 years ago. I'll never forget that day because that was going to be the last day for me to get, at least through CPS, custody.
So you guys were in a custody battle.
We're going through CPS and that, yep.
And then you get a call.
And then, that day I was going to get, no matter what, custody. And then, that morning she was killed. Then a couple months after that, I get served with some papers. I'm like, now what? Well, she's been passed. Now I got the grandparents. They were just as bad because they all lived in the same house. They were going to sue these people that were innocent, but they hit and killed her. So they were going after them for some money. And technically, we were married still. So when she passed, we were married. So they went to the lawyer to start that lawsuit, and by law, they had to get my signature for anything. So that's how I got involved in the one case. And what the flaw on that, I mean, I know I got the runaround there too, but again, I didn't get much out of it. I just wanted some money for my daughter, because now the money's in a trust. So when she turns 18, hopefully she's smart enough and makes it to the best of her advantage. But I got like, after tax and all that, just under 20 grand. So I had to think, what the heck was I gonna do? Because 20 grand's nothing, especially now with rent on average, 2 grand a month. So I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Because 20 grand won't even give me a full year of rent somewhere. And then I'll be right in the same boat again. So that's what I said, you know what, I was looking either at a mobile home or something like this. And then I said, you know what, I can fix stuff, I'm handy anyhow. So I kept an eye out and I came across this. And got this for 7 grand. And then, like I said, now it's a work in progress, but when I get done, you know, it's gonna be mine. You know, between having a kid and me ripping stuff apart right now, it kind of looks like a disaster going on, but it will eventually, hopefully shortly. After this year, the school we're going to here, they're more of a private kind of school, and that's why I like them, because they're not a big old public school. They don't get to know you. I mean, they know her. I mean, they love her. You know, she loves going there. It's the only thing that's been consistent in her short little life.
Try to keep it as consistent as you can.
Exactly.
Half of her life just was turned upside down.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what, I don't know if that's what is making her more affectionate like she is. I hope, but whatever it is, I love it. But I could tell you, I know for a fact she's got a separation issue. Because, I mean, one minute she'd be excited to go with her friends, you know? And as soon as, you know, she is leaving me to go wherever with her friends, she's looking back and like, you know, like, I'm like, don't worry, I'm coming to get you. You're stuck with me for a long time, you know? But, you know, I mean, and I don't blame her, because I could only imagine before I even came in her life, and then since I've been in her life, you know, all the things that have changed and so on. So I could, poor kid, you know, that's why I try to be consistent. But I found that, you know, so far, whatever I do, I mean, again, she tells me I'm the greatest, so we'll see how long that lasts.
So, Jace, how long have you had this RV?
Give or take, just a little after, maybe 7 months now.
7 months you had the. So how was life looking pre-RV? Before you got this RV, what was the situation?
Wasn't good. Like I said, financial especially. I was kind of just, I don't know where I met this lady, to be honest, but luckily I met this lady and she was letting me stay in her house. Really nice of her, but, you know, again, you know, it's not yours, you know, and then, you know, I just was like, I had to figure something out. I didn't know what, but I had to figure something, like I said, and that's when I was still waiting for the money. And that's when I'm like, you know, I wanted to get out of there like sooner than later. And again, I had to think long term, not just today or tomorrow. And like I said, I mean, going through rough times and that now, but at least there's a roof over the head, you know? That's all that matters, you know? Because I've been there before, I've been sleeping in alleys, you know? Again, these days, especially with a kid, I would never do that. I could never do that. And that's what, like I said, with these people here, I don't even know who the one lady is, actually. I don't know how she found out about us or anything, but all I know is some parent here, she bought me a battery for the RV here, and then for the little one, bought her a whole bunch of clothes for Christmas. And I still don't know who this lady is. I've tried, you know, they won't tell me in the school, but I've tried because at least I want to say thank you, you know. But they've done that, and then this little friend she just made now. Yesterday, actually, they went to the zoo, and the mom went out, and I guess they ain't got pictures. I got to get more, but bought them, you know, both matching outfits and all that. So it was cool. You know, again, I'm dad. I think I'm kind of cool, but nothing cooler than having an own friend her own age, and especially being a girl.
Well, we're pulled up right now. This is where you stay a lot of the time?
Yeah.
Do the police, are they all over you if you're not?
It's a hit or miss, you know, it's funny. Like I said, here, when I first started, even having permission from the owner, I think I know who it is, but somebody was out for me because, you know, I would park there and there, and then I actually kept the one card from the one cop. He was cool. He's like, keep this in case, you know, somebody calls again. But so that's why I try to stay here. That way, none of that headache. That's why I want to get this thing looking a little nicer too, because I don't want to be stereotyped as one of them people. And I try to purposely stay away from any of those kind of areas. That way I'm not drawn into that, you know. And that's what I tell the cops too, you know. I'm like, hey, that's why I'm alone by myself here, me and her.
Yeah.
So,
do you have any type of history of drug use or abuse or anything like that?
You know, fortunately, you know, I've done a little bit of everything almost in some point in my life. But fentanyl, that, I mean, I've never been addicted to nothing in my life, but that one got me.
Was it the blues?
The blues,
or
yep,
the
blues.
M30s and
Yeah, yep, the same thing. They're all the same. Yeah, just call it different things yet. But I didn't smoke them. The most I got for other than popping them was snorting them. But when I see, they're not lying. Those things they're strong, man. And again, I guess tolerance and that too. But I could do easily, and I probably have 100 a day.
100?
Yeah, I could do that easily. Well, I wouldn't want to do that right now because I haven't done them so long. Now I probably would die OD. But at the time, you know, I got to that, you know, because that's the thing. I do have some serious back problems in that, and that's how I probably led to that, because I was getting regular scripts and all that, but it wasn't enough. So then I ended up, you know, going on the streets and finding them, and they're crazy on the streets to get regular scripts, you know, and they're like, you know, $1 a milligram. So that's a crazy price. And then those things came around, and hell, now if you know somebody that, you get the blues for like $2 a pill. At that point, I was still working. I was functioning, you know, so I was working. Most of my jobs again back then, and still I try to, but are 1099. So, you know, I was getting paid weekly, no taxes, depending on the work or whatever, you know. So that was give or take about $1,200 a week, you know, I'd make from there. And then, you know, I was always finagling this or that, you know.
How long have you been clean for, man?
I haven't touched a blue probably give or take a year or more, because since I started here, going to the clinic.
Congrats, man.
Yeah.
So the methadone helped you get off the blues?
Yeah. I mean, you mentally, with any drug, mentally you got to be ready, you know, I mean, with anything. And I was mentally ready, but I'll tell you, I don't wish that. That's what I'm nervous. I might need to talk to the doctor about, because now I've heard with the methadone, supposedly, if you don't do it the right way, the withdrawals are bad. Because when I tried doing it myself with the blues, cold turkey, oh my God, I'd rather be dead. For those 3 days, I mean, I was puking, crapping myself, going up and down with chills and all that. You couldn't sleep. It was terrible. But I'm just done with all that. That's why I need to talk to whoever here. And what do we got to do? Because I want to come off of this stuff. And I'm at a high milligram. I'm at 185 milligrams. And to be honest, that doesn't do much for me either. I could probably use another one. Actually, this is my take-home cell. It's a pink, a little liquid.
Okay.
But this is my take-home. Normally, when I go there, though, you do it right in front of them.
Do you do it once a day?
Once a day, yeah.
Okay. So you have to go every single day and get one of those, and you just drink the whole...
Except Sunday. That's my take-home, you know,
and you
Sunday.
drink the whole bottle down?
Yeah, they give it to you in a little plastic cup or whatever. And, I mean, I mix it with water. A lot of people do. But however you want to do it, because it's not the best tasting. But I just down it and get it over with, you know, and go. But, yeah, I mean, again, I'm going to try this homeschool thing for her for first grade and so on. But I could find RV parks or resorts, either or. And most of them, some do seasonal, some do around year. And again, then families or non-families. But there's so much out there. I have a couple things I joined, the apps. But and there's a lot of families that are doing this. But you could get a job with them, and then as far as payment, they give you a free spot with the hookups. So that's what I'm looking to do, again, because again, $2,000 at least for rent, and that's not counting electric and, you know, other stuff. It's crazy, but if I could find something like that, because my name in the game is either free or lowest possible as far as rent.
Well, show me around, man. Show me.
yeah.
Let's start on the outside and then come in.
Yeah, whatever you want to do,
Yeah.
I bought it like that. The guy must have, he tells me he didn't, but he had to have hit something.
Right down there.
I probably get on to have to buy another one because that's pure steel.
Right.
There's no way.
It's strong though, man.
Oh, it's definitely strong.
It held me up. I didn't know what was up.
No, I've had a big girl come in there and held her.
You had a big one, man?
Oh, yeah. Hey, I don't discriminate. Big, tall, ugly, small, I do them all. But no, that's the black stuff coming down. That's the roof. The guy didn't seal it like he's supposed to. You'll see it when we go inside, the big old bucket. But now that I find out it's gonna rain, I gotta wait until it's not gonna rain because it just wash right off.
Okay.
That I can knock out, but this is stuff I do anyhow. So that's why I picked it up for the cheap price.
All right. I see you got her bike on there too.
Yep, got that hot rod over here, and then she's got the little one inside. You'll see that.
Okay.
I'm trying to get her, I don't know why she's afraid. She gets on the little one and gets going with no training wheels. And I told her the big one is bigger, but I don't know, maybe that's afraid. That door, I don't know, I gotta figure it out. It keeps coming off, so I just took it off for the moment.
Right there?
Yeah.
What's all those right there? Those are doors too?
I'm gonna put, eventually when I get there, that's gonna be for my solar. So when I get to that point, that's gonna be all, because that's originally where the built-in generator was. So I'm gonna make that the generator stop. But I got, like I said, a lot to do. I'm not gonna complain. Arizona needs it, but usually it's not so rainy. I could have done this already, but I gotta reseal everything and all that.
Now, are you getting leaks in here at all?
I have one that I know of. That's why I want to get to where I have to, because one leads into two and so on. But as of now, only one, but I don't think that's from the roof even. It's that window right there.
Does that window close?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I thought one of them was open. I felt the draft, but that's what I got to do. I got to get my butt up there and clean the roof, and then I'll get that bucket of stuff. I'm going to redo the roof and seal everything. And, tires, that's going to be expensive.
You need new tires all the way around?
I want to. These don't look too bad, but as long as I know they're brand new, I'll feel better. And then I'm going to get the new, they got a whole bunch of nice, goofy stuff, but as far as shocks and that, I'm going to get some of this new updated stuff. Because for the most part, I mean, honestly, even right now, it drives better than a car.
What year is this?
97.
All right.
Yeah, and I got it with only 42,000.
Yeah, I see you rolling it, man, and it ain't tough or nothing to roll? To drive?
No. I mean, like I said, pretty much it drives itself, man. You just got to remember wider turns. That's all you got to remember.
Do you have to have a better, the different driver's license with it? Or?
Not with this. They're trying. I doubt they'll do it, but people have been complaining about it because, like, for semis, obviously they got to have a CDL, and they're trying a couple states, California, like everything, but they're not. This awning. Like I said, everything's going to be done, but right now I'm going to do the priorities. Right to now, priorities to me are the roof and then the inside. And then I've been looking. It's amazing how much stuff they got. Portable and the non-portable, but washers and dryers. That's what I want to get because you can't always get a washer and a dryer, or depending where you're going. But I want to, and like I said, I'm going to get the flooring. Once that comes in, I could do everything from there. But good old Home Depot's got me on back order. Don't mind the dishes. I didn't get to those yet.
So you got this right here. This is your
yeah,
table?
It used to actually have. Like I said, I'm slowly throwing it away. I only kept this for seating, but there was the same thing like this, right where her little unicorn chair was. And then it would fold down because this comes down, and this would turn into a bed. And then when I first got it, on this side was a fold down, kind of like a futon thing. I got rid of both of those because eventually, like I said, this is going to be gone too. I'm going to have it all open when I get the floor, and I'm going to find some new furniture. I'm actually thinking about taking that chair out too. And then I'm going to get all new furniture.
You think about pulling that chair out of there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because when I think I'm going to get like a lazy boy. One of those, I don't know what they call them, but the double wide, big, nice lazy boys. So I'm going to get that, a new couch. I'm gonna redo this. I'm gonna get rid of that microwave.
Does the microwave work?
Oh yeah. I don't have the power going right now, but it does all work. I mean, the stove, the fridge, the microwave. Yeah.
Okay, so you have a fridge
The
here.
AC I'm gonna get rid of.
Does the AC work?
It does. But I'm gonna get rid of that one. There's a split system, a mini split they call them. That's what I'm gonna end up getting, and then mount the outside unit on the back there, and then run it in because it's so much more efficient and nicer. But yeah, this one's antique and it just sucks the juice down. So get rid of that.
And this right here is your refrigerator?
This right here, the good old fridge. Like I said, nuggets in her ice cream. So, but yeah. And I was thinking about maybe getting rid of that too and bringing actually a regular normal size fridge in here. Because right next to it is kind of, this is just a closet in there.
So those are closets?
This is just closet and storage, so I could do what I want with that, to be honest.
All right, so
this
now,
is the bucket of my roof stuff that I guess I was going to do.
All right, now this is our kitchen.
Yep, this is our little kitchen.
And you say
everything
the
works.
Microwave
got the stove,
is fine?
Microwave.
You cook here?
Oh, I do. I just, yeah, all the time. Got the oven. You got your stove top. I got 3 burners. You got to clean it, but we got 3 burners. Oh, yeah, I cook all the time. I love it. My filtration, I'm going to change it a little better, but for right now, what came with it, or they had, this is filtered water. And then this is just regular water. So if I want or need for whatever filter water, that would be this guy here. Because outside there's an actual filter. You can change the filter on it. But yeah, so I mean, like I said, it's a learning. I mean, this is the color we're gonna go with, and then I'm gonna do the back white,
with the
like
teal.
a bright white with this. Yep, that's out here, you know, at least. And then she wants, I don't know, she's a girl, so everything's gonna be probably unicorn or rainbow colors back there in the room. But at least we can keep that back there. But the main thing, which is nice, I was checking, that's the main thing, but the floor looks solid. So that was my biggest worry, if I was going to have any surprises. But knock on wood, I don't have any soft spots. And that's really good for me because that's less work that I have to do. And of course, I mean, the window treatments and everything will be updated over time. But that's how kids don't know. She didn't even know who this was.
Is this kind of like Snow White?
Allison, this is
Or
Alice.
Allison?
But you know, like our age group, how the princesses back then compared to her now, she's all the kids now, but she's stuck on Frozen, you know.
Frozen is tough though, man.
Yeah, that's good. That's who she was this past holiday, little Elsa. But yeah, go, the bathroom will be on your
here?
right.
Sink right
yeah.
here.
Yep, the little bathroom sink. And what's nice, they got it done because I would have been claustrophobic if I didn't know, but both of these doors for the bathroom open. So when you're there by yourself, and not only privacy, but they make it bigger for you. So this one opens, and then, you know, I let you go do it, but this one opens from the top there.
Okay.
So not only privacy, but then you can get more room.
So Jace, this is all full functioning, huh?
Oh yeah, like I said, other than just the updating and regular maintenance, kind of, you know, regular maintenance, that's all it needs. Like I said, I got the original books on everything. The first couple, it seems like they owned it, were older, so they took care of it really well. The guy I got it from, he was some Asian guy, but he seemed like in the late 20s, early 30s, somewhere. And it seemed like he just liked to go out to the lake and have fun. He didn't really care or take too much time as far as maintenance and that, so
he didn't even use it.
it sounded like he would tell me he'd just go do that whole day use stuff or whatever at the lake, and that's all he would do. So he didn't really care, you know. He'd get in it and go. So he kind of let things go like that roof and that. But luckily, he didn't go too far. So now I'm going to get in here, and like I said, I just got to do this floor and then go from there, the paint and everything else. Because for the most part, everything that I want to do is kind of where I'm debating with that bedroom. I might take those 2 little nightstand thingies out so I could switch the bed the other way. Mm-hmm. But what's actually kind of cool with this bed too, I never knew this for the longest time, but the bed comes up, so I got plenty of storage under there too.
Oh, you can lift this thing?
Yeah, go ahead. But yeah, that's where I put all her. You can get in there if you want.
Okay, there we go.
But all the stuffed animals and all her toys.
So, oh wow,
Yeah.
man.
Toy box, all that.
So this is storage.
Yes, yes. There's Elsa here. There's Elsa. But yeah,
Damn, Jace.
that's what I'm talking about. You know, and that I'm still slowly figuring out where to do with the best, you know, storage and make the best use of it. Again, you know, I mean, slowly learning. And
Jace, I'm proud of you, bro.
Yeah.
You put all the touches in here to make it a home. The TV work?
It will work if I plug it in, yeah.
So what do you need, man? You need like a generator to really...
To keep it going, yeah. That's what I've been trying to get money to get one, but yeah, generator would ideally do it. Like I said, when I got it, it had one built in, but I don't know what's worse, the engine on this thing or that, sucking the gas down. And it's loud, but I got rid of that. I want to have a generator always as backup, but like I said, my goal is I'm going to get the solar. Because right now, if I got my little inverter box here, I can plug that TV in, but it's running off the batteries, the car battery and that. So eventually, I've had it happen because I forgot, it'll kill the battery. And I'm not trying to do that. The little plant she got that from Christmas or something. And tell you what, that thing's actually going. This little guy, he's been through hell and back. But what do you call those, Venus flytraps? That guy's still somewhat alive. I don't know how he's made it. He's gone through hell and back. But I'm keeping him. That's hers, God forbid. That thing, I gotta figure that thing out. That thing's funny. But yeah, it's just a matter of doing a little updating and all that. And like I said, I don't watch much TV anyhow. I'm kind of glad I don't have it on a lot. Mm-hmm. So I've kind of, you've seen what I've done for artwork. Put that on there. And then slowly I'm going to bring it out. I got other things of her pictures. I don't think she remembers some of her old pictures, but some have got her mom in there and that. So I think I'll slowly, maybe eventually bring them out. I just want to keep them though because they are in good shape, and that way, knock on wood, when my time goes to meet the maker, I want her to have something. And then, you know, like I said, hard to upgrade the lights. I'm going to get the LEDs and all that, make them brighter. And
is this a camera right here?
No, it's a nightlight. But according to my daughter, I got her believing it's a camera. I got her believing that it's always on and watching her. Yeah, it does look like one though, huh?
Yeah.
Huh, that's a good one. I never even thought about that. No, it's a nightlight. But yeah, get the generator. But like I said, actually, the satellite, even an inverter generator, because I had a regular generator. Holy cow, that thing's loud. And, you know, you definitely couldn't use that if you're around people. But yeah, other than that, just, you know, the regular maintenance. I got to do the oil change. And I'm just lucky, like I said, I happen to be handy and know how to do this stuff. So...
That you're able to fix some of the stuff?
Yeah, I was thinking about, I mean, I'm sure I don't have to do it, but maybe if the advertisement would be better, because I have my own business anyhow. I've started, I got cars, but not for RVs. But the markup is just tremendous if you, oh my goodness. If you take it in the shop to do anything, the cost is just out of the roof.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. I mean, but you know, I get it. Not everybody can do it, but I also don't have the money like that to pay. So I'm glad I'm handy like that.
Well, the whole RV thing is trendy right now.
Yeah,
too.
that's the thing. Like I said, especially because of the cost with everything, and I didn't realize how many people, families, are actually doing this right now. It's remarkable. And like I said, I'm talking families. I only got me and one child, but these people, some of them got 4 kids, young kids, and you know, 2 big dogs and cats and all the other birds.
Yeah, I've seen pretty elaborate setups too.
Yeah, no. And like I said, I mean, I don't have that kind of money, and I think maybe, you know, the ones that are selling their houses and getting that, so, you know, that's nice, and they're fortunate, so that's how they could get these, you know, $200,000 RVs. So, you know, I want to get some things like, you know, I've seen some of them where, you know, they're stationary somewhere for a little, and I mean, you see them, they got like their patios set up like a regular house and all that. And I don't mind that. I want to do that. You know, got to make the best that I can with this space. You know, but I've had both, you know, like this school, they've been really, really nice. But most of these people seem like they come from, they're doing pretty good in life, which is good.
Yeah.
But they're kind of like stereotype, you know? Like, oh, you live in there? Well, yeah, what do you think I do? Hey, just look at it. But, yeah, I live in there, you know? You're paid how much for that house and that, you know? Because, and I show my daughter, because this summer actually, lesson learned, she had a little party or a little friend, and I said, do you even know this girl, you know who she played with her at school? Do you even know? Oh, yeah, you know, kids are going to tell you. And I end up pulling this big old thing into like a little gated community, and these people told them, and that was the worst experience I've ever had in my life. Terrible for the parents to say, because they're supposed to be the ones. We ring the doorbell, and other than the mom going, oh, hi, what's your name? Oh, Diana, hi. That was it. Walked away. I'm sitting there with my daughter, and I'm like, okay. And then I told her, oh, go give it a gift to whatever her friends was. And I watched my daughter, and this little snobby kid kept walking away from her. I'm like, wow, okay. So then go in the backyard, and you got all these people, the kids and adults. Not one of them acknowledged me or that hi. You know, again, people throwing the party should have said, you know, there's food here, hot dogs, whatever, you know, if you help yourself. Never even did that. So then I'm like, well, let's do what we could do. So I just put my daughter, you know, let's go swimming. We're in a little spot by herself and, you know, just doing her own thing. And then I was only doing it for my daughter again. And
as if it was you, you'd get the hell out of here.
That's how you do, you know, you introduce, you know, welcome people and that. It wasn't even that what it turned out to be, because then at the end, again, only the couple parents that must have been really close before this, they start doing the gifts, but they didn't even now say, okay, everybody, you know. And I told them what it is. She never to this day, you know, thank you or this and that. And that's why I told her, unless I see, we know the people now, you know, we're not just going to some house and party, you know. It wasn't even about the money, getting the gift, but, you know, it wasn't even appreciated, you know.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You know, and same on the parents, like I said, because they should have been the ones that, you know, like you said, here, we got hot dogs or whatever they were doing, you know, over here, help yourself. Hey, everybody, we're going to do gifts, you know, not just the little group, you know, that click. So, but that's, you know, that's shame on me, dad learned, you know. But yeah, so again, it's, you know, I mean, yeah, I do the driving part, but it's all for the little one. I want her to, you know, be proud of the RV she lives in.
Start checking this thing, man.
Yeah.
Give me a couple, about 2-3 days. Start checking it. Let me know if people start sending you some help, man. Because that'd be dope, bro.
That'd be appreciated.
You know what I'm
anything,
saying?
Like, anything is helpful at this point in time. Get me going. Get the little one going. So we could get more than a little bag of goldfish.
Where'd you get those goldfish from, man?
They were in her school bag. Friday they were doing something. 100 days of school or something. So you're supposed to get something small like this.